Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. As I go and say every week, this is usually one of my favorite videos I make every week because I'm going to be covering up all the major retailers, side retailers, and the likelihood and probability of every major restock happening for all you guys out there still trying to go and find your PlayStation 5s, your Xbox Series X and S's, or even some GPU news will all be covered all throughout this video. As I mentioned, I'm going to try my best to give you guys all the rumors on it, the speculations on it, and my likelihood of it actually dropping. So if you guys all will enjoy the video, I usually try my best to put all the good information on this one so you guys can maybe use this as a reference all throughout the rest of the week. As well, I'm going to give you guys all the previous drop dates so you guys can kind of know like what's overdue, what's not overdue, and if they're bundles or not. I'm sure a lot of you guys kind of know some of this information, so I'm just going to give you guys all the run through throughout all this good stuff. And as you guys always know, I usually do our individual videos throughout the days and give you guys updates or leaks. We also do have a lot of employee contacts as well for a lot of these big retailers, just from us doing it throughout all these months. So we always have some pretty good information most of the time floating around for all of you guys. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for the channel. We do a lot of actual individual videos and Sony videos, updates, gaming news, and all of that. And as well, if you guys ever see good restock stuff, sometimes like the videos are somewhat time sensitive, so make sure you have the notifications on. As well, that also does enter you on in for winning a PlayStation 5 as well. If you guys want to get bonus entries, use that Linktree link down below in the description. That will show you guys the second YouTube channel and some Twitter and Twitch and stuff like that, if you guys just want bonus entries to go get on in. As well, we always have the Amazon links down below. We mentioned that because we have the controllers that keep on coming in and out of order for the pre-orders themselves, in case you guys do want to go buy those custom colored PS5 controllers. The Amazon controllers and consoles and warehouse consoles also linked down below. The Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to follow. I'm not the best on Twitter when it comes to restocks, so you just want to go check them out, you guys always can. Twitch, we just kind of hang out and play. We'll probably be playing some Ratchet and Clank throughout this week. And of course, the Weeble. We mentioned Weeble in every video. If you guys sign up and deposit $100, you guys will get a bunch of free stock that you guys can easily just go and keep or sell and make free money. And of course, with Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. So always link down below. So go down to the video itself and definitely leave a like on this video or comment down below if you guys have or have not gotten your console so far. So I'm gonna give you guys a really quick rundown too as well for all the last dates before, so you guys have a quick reference. So the Amazon US last major restock was around May 28th, just so you guys all know. Best Buy was June 3rd. As well, that was both for PS5 and a little bit of Xbox. GameStop was both a Xbox and PlayStation 5 restock on May 26th. The PlayStation Direct, which is where you buy directly from Sony themselves, is on May 20th. Target was on May 27th, and Walmart was on the 20th. If you guys are also factoring out some of the weirder drops that happened beforehand too as well. So now you guys can know what actually has happened and dropped beforehand. And as you guys can probably go and tell by those dates, a lot of those were in May. We have not had any pretty much major restock so far as of June. So that does make this week a lot more likely. And if it's also not likely for this week, it'll be more really likely for the week after this one. This might be a little bit of a somewhat weird week too as well, based on trends and dates and stuff. This should be a really good restock week because a lot of these companies are kind of overdue for restocks based on trends. But we also do know that there's been a lot of big restocks in the UK, and they're pretty much ending this restock wave this week for the UK. So for some odd reason, this week's a little bit more on the drier side. It should be really better for next week, just so you guys know on that. So let's go and dive into the very likely restocks for this week. So Walmart. Walmart actually has not restocked in quite some time. This should be the third week as of so far. We did see a really weird and small digital PS5 restock that happened. We saw a few people go and get that, but it was at 3 in the morning. But overall, at least we did see a few people go get them, get the consoles, etc. We are actually overdue for a proper normal Walmart event when it comes to their actual consoles. So it does put the likelihood of this very high. I'd probably put it like 75-80% chance. We'll probably find a little bit more information when it comes to Walmart throughout this week. But we are looking very likely for when it comes to a restock this week. They usually do their restocks on Thursday at around 2 to 3 p.m. depending on your time zone. So always look on Twitter, or I'll usually have a video up beforehand as well, or a community post on that. As well, same with the Xbox. We have seen Walmart do some sporadic Xbox restocks on Monday, Tuesday, but they also typically are just also at the same drop time a little bit before Walmart, usually on Thursday. I'm going to put, like I said, the probability for Walmart restocking this week very high. We also have to more so be on the lookout for them if they fulfill their previous orders. As of the time of me making this video, we have actually not seen a lot of those orders from the previous Walmart restock actually get fulfilled. They're still either in the processing or they don't have a proper delivery date. If that gets sorted this week, Then, like throughout the next few days, then the likelihood of this Walmart restock happening is astronomically high. And just based on trends, having a 3-week cycle for Walmart is usually more on the later end. And that typically means that we're going to probably have a big restock throughout this week. Now, once again, it's not 100% guaranteed, but just based on likelihood, it looks really, really likely. Always remember, I don't work at these retailers. I just get information from employees or just been doing it for a while, so we know the trends. So let's let you guys know Walmart's looking very, very likely, but be on the lookout throughout the week in case they do a random sporadic 3 a.m. restock at the previous restock thing itself, or if they go do a random sporadic Xbox restock date. Next one is going to be on Best Buy. Best Buy has been a bit of a wild card and like a lot harder for us to kind of pinpoint down 100%. I do have a Best Buy contact, so if I do see any stock arriving in any stores, I will let you guys know. Typically based on previous trends, same with Amazon, because I have some like actual real life friend that works in Amazon. If we ever see stock about like a week or a week and a half beforehand, that's just a really good build up for the next restock drop. So I'll definitely let you guys know on the channel if we see any good information on that. But Best Buy actually has been doing a weekly restock about once a week for the past 4 weeks or so. We have seen a lot of PlayStation 5 movement. Some restocks, though, have been a little bit more on the smaller side, which stinks. I'm not the biggest fan of that myself. In all honesty, I like the more bigger and like larger restocks, obviously. But we actually have at least been consistently seeing a once-a-week restock. So that does put it up on a really likelihood when it comes to Best Buy, because it is like a 70% chance, 60% chance, mainly a little bit on the lower end, just because we've seen so many restocks consistently from them in general. But as I mentioned before, we do have context for that, so I'll let you guys know. Best Buy usually has dropped more on the Thursday, Fridays. The last Best Buy restock was last Thursday, so we usually put a little bit more extra attention on the Thursday, Friday time zone for Best Buy, a little bit earlier in the day itself, but we have seen them do a Monday restock on the previous week itself. So just letting you guys know that there is some change, that they could always even have a drop today throughout Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday. But just based on all the previous trends, we've had a lot more restock dates on Thursday and Friday. So it's always been on the lookout for those dates, especially. As also because there were like, I think the last one was around 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So just in case you guys are ever curious, Best Buy is usually pretty nice because it's more so for your own local store. So it does prevent scalping, which is very, very good. We actually did go and see an Xbox restock as well with the previous Best Buy PS5 restock. So we can probably expect up for the next restock, they'll also have Xbox Series X and S's available as well, in case you guys are trying to go and find those still. Next one, Target. Now, Target actually does seem like it's more on a 3-week cycle. As of right now, we're technically into the second week when it comes to Target. So it does make the likelihood of Target a little bit lower throughout this week. I'd probably put maybe like a 35-40% chance, if that. I'd probably not be losing sleep or trying to wake up early for Target throughout this week, unless we see a lot more proper Target information. We sometimes do see leaks and other Target employees leak out information for all of us to go and check and see. But we actually did have a smaller Target restock that happened on their previous restock about like a week ago or so. So it kind of stinks on that regard because it doesn't seem like Target's gonna be restocking throughout this week, but there is always that small chance as well. So I'll let you guys know. We have a few employee contacts. If they can see an information or stock information, I will let you guys know. But on a secondary thing, 2 side notes, we did go and notice that Target is now accepting people to go do walk-in buys for Pokemon cards again. That was banned for a little while, as well as also we're still waiting for the sports cards to come back, like the NBA, NFL cards. Those have actually still been currently banned. We also have seen a little bit of walk-in rumors when it comes to Target. When there's very, very small amounts of stock available, it does go and showcase up that there is sometimes like dates available. You guys actually go get the stock. But based on the last Target restock being a little bit more of a smaller restock, that looks a little bit more on the unlikely side throughout this week. But there is always a very, very small chance if your local Target store might have extra available stock from orders that never got picked on up or gotten, then at least they could go and put that like towards out for sale, or you guys can ask the employees, they will sometimes go and give that to you guys. Now it's very, very unlikely. And then the same thing too as well with the Xboxes. Xbox has been moved, instead of having like a proper event launch, they're now just whenever the stores get the stock, they release it. So always be on the lookout for your stores. We have been seeing some Xbox stock floating around as confirmed by Target employees. So maybe throughout this week, the Xbox restock though will be a little bit more on the likelihood in comparison to Target. So if we get more information, I'll let you guys know on that just for in general. As well, Amazon. So we actually have a lot of Amazon rumors floating around. We may actually have some separate videos for Amazon themselves, but I'll let you guys know that Amazon is at least somewhat getting a little bit more on the overdue. We have been expecting an Amazon UK PS5 restock happening sometime in the very near future. So be on the lookout for that if you guys are in the UK throughout the next like week or so. And that actually might be the second Amazon UK restock than before America restock. So be on the lookout for the American restock. It's only been not that long ago, besides the occasional glitches. We had like that really weird glitch system with the Xboxes and PS5s. So some of you guys know in general, be on the lookout for Amazon throughout this week. We always have the links down below in all of our videos themselves. But also when it comes to the consoles, it does kind of seem a little bit more like they're going to maybe have like a nice mid-tier drop. We have sometimes seen Amazon do like a 2 to 3 week cycle period and then like a month-long period too as well. So it's kind of more on a sporadic one. It's hard to kind of go and see whenever they do restock. We have been seeing Amazon do early morning restocks from like 8 to 10. We've seen Amazon go and do late night restocks as well, like 2 to 4 a.m. in the morning. We've seen some evening restocks. So Amazon's just a really hard one to go and see. But if I ever see any restocks, I'll let you guys know. Or you guys can always go and check in the videos with the links down below too as well. We also do see a lot of warehouse consoles that pop on up throughout the week. We've been seeing even more of them as of recent. So if you guys ever just want to go get a random YOLO used console for that, sometimes they are cheaper. Be on the lookout for that. Also, a side note too as well for Walmart. When it comes to Walmart, if you guys ever check the website, always be careful so you guys don't go and buy like third-party or scalped things as well when it comes to the PS5 or Xbox restocks. As well, when it comes into other restock things as well, we're going to talk about Walmart stuff. We have been seeing some stock floating around for in-person buys. We've seen a lot of Xbox Series S's in stores for Walmart. So if you guys are ever curious on getting an Xbox Series S, check your local Walmart. They may have some stock available on the shelves, as so you guys know. We have been seeing lots of rumors and murmurs and confirmations for PS5s showing up in stores themselves. So you guys know in general that there is a good chance, there is a good option that maybe throughout the next 2 weeks or so, we might see even more PS5 confirmations for walk-ins. We also are all slowly waiting for Xbox Series X walk-ins to go and happen, just so we can actually go and just start walking to stores and getting all the consoles. So you guys know on that. As well, GameStop. The GameStop likelihood for them restocking this week is going to be very, very high. We usually do see GameStop, it kind of seems like an every other week kind of like style for trend. So every like 2 weeks or so, they do a restock. It always could be postponed, of course, don't get me wrong, if they don't have the stock availability. But for this week, it does look a lot more likely. We have seen GameStop do their restock 2 weeks ago, where they did go do Xbox Series X and also PS5 restocks, both in the bundles. So it does look a lot more likely for this Wednesday. We have been noticing a really big Wednesday trend when it does come for the consoles themselves. And typically it's at the start of the hour, so around either the 1 or 2, depending on your time zone, PM. I usually do try to have a video up there too as well with like confirmed restock going on with the links available. And I'm usually pretty on top of that for Twitter too as well for all those affiliate links and all that stuff. So always just be on the lookout for that, and GameStop does look a lot more likely. I'd probably put it like a 75-80% chance, which is a better likelihood than say like Target, but we definitely want to be in the major focus for Walmart, Best Buy, and GameStop this week, and like a little bit on Amazon if we see more news when it comes to Amazon themselves. So be on the lookout for that. So that's pretty much about it for all the major retailers. We should be actually a really good week, I think. If it's not a really good week this week, it'll be a really good week next week, but at least we're building up stock and slowly getting more drops coming on in. So now the next major thing is going to be on the walk-ins, which you guys probably noticed a lot on our daily videos in the morning. So we've actually seen a lot more walk-in news floating around. There's going to be 3 major retailers going to be on the lookout for throughout this week. BJ's. We've actually been seeing quite a few people getting confirmations, checking their stores, employees confirming stock, just a lot of really good things when it comes to BJ's stores. BJ's is just a really big wholesale or place that's in like a lot of different states. It's a pretty active one as well. Not so good for the West Coast or the South, but we have been seeing a lot of confirmations. We've been seeing people getting like pictures with them. We've been getting the boxes. We've just been seeing a lot of good stuff floating around for the BJ's walk-ins. As I also mentioned too, we've seen a lot of confirmations in New York, North Carolina, and a little bit up in Florida as well for all of these actual retailers. So we'll probably find more information throughout the next 3 or 4 days, or maybe this upcoming weekend, but we are seeing stock arriving. We are seeing stock showing on up, and everything should be pretty good all throughout this week. As well, Myers. We have seen confirmations, multiple confirmations for Xbox Series S's on the shelves in the stores, and now we're slowly starting to go and see more Xbox Series X's as well, which is a very nice good sign because it does kind of seem like the Xbox Series S into Xbox Series X into PlayStation 5s is like the usual trend that they're trying to go and follow. So just be on the lookout in case you guys do want to go check your local Myers stores. That's just a Midwestern chain. If you guys want to go and check that out and see if they have any stock available, you guys can go buy them retailer on the shelf. We've also been seeing a lot of PS5 rumors as well for walk-ins. I'm almost assuming maybe this weekend or next weekend, we might see some very good Myers walk-in news. So it's always kind of nice. Throughout all these retailers, though, we do see a lot of the stock kind of slowly floating around. We see it like kind of all over the place. Like some stores will do it, some stores won't. Some will hold on to stock. Some will just be cool employees and they'll just release it. So always just be careful when it comes to walk-ins so you guys don't waste gas or, worry about the store. As well, we also are always on the lookout for military walk-ins. We have been seeing those popping up a little bit more as well. Those are basically just like military base PS5s or like those My Navy exchanges or all those places where basically people in the army and active duty or family and active duty can go get their consoles. We do see those listed online as well. And on top of that too, we also do see those sometimes for walk-ins. So be on the lookout for that. Some other little side retailers be on the lookout for too as well is going to be on Sam's Club. Sam's Club is kind of a little bit overdue now, both on the PS5 bundles and Xbox Series X bundles. You guys do need to have a Sam's Club membership for it. So be on the lookout for that. I'd probably say Sam's Club is a lot more likely though for the Xbox Series X this week rather than the PS5. But we've been watching that for a little while, and it has been a little while as well. So definitely just be on the lookout for them. Costco is very much overdue for the PS5 bundle, and they usually do restock more in the day. Sam's Club's more at night. So be on the lookout for that when it comes to the Costco bundles. I'm definitely be on the lookout for that if I can see it. And I would like to see that because we usually do see a lot of confirmations from Costco or Sam's Club whenever they do restock. As well, as you guys know, Antonline is always committed to doing at least one weekly next-gen restock as well. Last week, we did go see them do an Xbox Series S bundle, which was kind of annoying because I'm sure you guys all know a lot of us want either the PS5 or Xbox. Also, I have to sneeze, so if I don't have to sneeze in the video, sorry about that. But basically, you saw them go do an Xbox Series S bundle, which was a little bit lame. It was in stock for a very long time. So hopefully Antonline can kind of learn from that and maybe go hook us up with an Xbox Series X or PS5 bundle. If I had to guess, I'd probably assume it was going to be an Xbox Series X bundle just because they were giving out some PS5s for giveaways for Antonline. So some of you guys know, be on the lookout for that throughout the week. They usually just do anything from like 10 to 5 p.m. give or take. As well, Newegg. When it comes to Newegg, they do their shuffles. They've actually been pretty active when it comes to their shuffles. They have the new GPUs included. They always have GPUs in general and CPUs. But on top of that too as well, they did go and have some PlayStation 5 bundles and Xbox bundles in their shuffles. I'm sure you guys know by now, but basically the shuffle itself, you just enter on in to go get the shuffle. And if you get selected, you have like a 4-hour period to go and actually buy the consoles themselves. So always be on the lookout for that in case you guys do want to go and get that or enter on in. Same thing too as well for the PS Directs. The last few PS Directs have only been kind of noted from us getting those pre-promotional emails or whatever. So we have not seen any of those as of yet so far, but whenever we do see those, I will 100% give you guys a confirmed PS5 restock YouTube video, just so you guys don't have to waste your time too much and go from there. But as well, when it comes to the PS Directs, they usually have been doing about 1 or 2 a week or so, but kind of tying back to the UK restocks, I kind of think they're going to allocate their extra stock to the UK, and then maybe after this week is all done, we get the PS Directs back. But I would love to actually see a PS Direct. I usually do try to tweet those on out or do a community post on those, so always been on the lookout on Twitter. Follow the Twitter, make sure you guys have the notifications on for the YouTube, and make sure you guys go get those. But as I mentioned, we haven't seen any pre-emails. If we do, I'll let you guys know, or sometimes they do go through the sporadic ones as well. Same thing, same topic too from the Directs. The Microsoft Direct has actually been picking up more steam. We've been seeing a lot more of those and also more sporadic. The PS Directs, you have a queue. For the Microsoft, I believe it's just kind of YOLO. If you get in, you get in. So be on the lookout for that throughout the week too as well for all the Microsoft stores directly from them. And as lastly, Gamefly. We actually did go and have Gamefly go and tweet at me stating that they are going to be doing a restock bundle sometime soon. So I'm going to probably actually go and say for Gamefly, it's probably almost like a 90-100% chance. So if you guys do have your Gamefly bundles, make sure you guys utilize it and get it, just so you guys can all get your consoles all situated and sorted. Usually Gamefly is pretty good because their stock's up a lot longer because it's only for Gamefly members. So if you guys are a part of that, make sure you guys go and get your consoles. You do have to be a Gamefly member though for 1 month to go and get it. And as well, we also do have those little sporadic restocks mixed on in, like sometimes at the YOLO Kohl's or Urban Outfitters and stuff like that. Or sometimes we work in like a side retailer that sometimes goes and sells consoles. We also saw some actual camera direct stores also maybe going and seeing getting more stock. And we've also seen a lot more local game stores also getting more stock as well. Some things like, rental places and stuff have been floating around. So always be on the lookout for those in case you guys are trying to go get your consoles as well. That's pretty much about it for a lot of the American news. A really quick recap for the UK news. As I mentioned, the UK should probably finish up their kind of flow right now throughout the next week or so. Amazon UK is pretty much expected, as well as also Game and a few other restock places are kind of building up steam. They also had a really good restock wave the past 2 weeks or so. So letting you guys know in general that the next week, if it's more focused on the UK and America is more dry, that's fine. We'll make sure next week should be really good. But we should still have some pretty good likely restocks happening throughout this week. And ideally, we have a good week this week and next week for America. And if you guys are in the UK, just be aware there's a lot of really good restocks on the way. Canada had a few sporadic restocks, so also be on the lookout for them. We're still, I think, waiting for the more proper Best Buy and Walmart restocks for Canada, so be on the lookout for them. We do think Amazon did already restock. And as well, we've still been watching the India, as well as also Canada and United States, other restock regions, China, etc. And if we see any good news when it comes to all of those, I will 100% let you guys know on some separate videos on the channel itself. But it should be a good week, and if it's not a good week this week, next week should be a glorious week when it comes to all the restocks. So, hope you guys do get your consoles. Major good lucks to you guys. I hope you guys will get it. Make sure you guys like the video if you guys made it this far, and definitely make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well, especially for the PS5 giveaway. Use that Linktree link down below in the description for bonus entries on the second channel. We've been a lot more active on that. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well. A link down below. The Weeble. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. And you guys go get free stock and free money. You can just instantly go and sell the stock. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Check out the Amazon links down below for the controllers, consoles, warehouse consoles, and all of that. And you guys are all amazing. And I'll see you guys up on the next video. I love you guys all so much. And thank you guys all so much for watching. Appreciate you guys.